Hey, what's up everybody? It's Mike here with Opptify. I was going to spend about 3 minutes here talking to you about what exactly Opptify is. I thought it's easier to diagram on a whiteboard than try to explain it through a bunch of pictures. It's a little bit of a complicated concept, but I'm sure that once I explain it, you'll really get it. So currently, in the world of sales and marketing, we have an awesome funnel. And this funnel has three parts. The first part is our MQLs, or marketing qualified leads. And in this example, we're going to use a number just to define how many are coming in. Let's pretend we're a SaaS company. We've got 1,000 market qualified leads that are coming in each month. Now, this means that they have showed interest by filling out a web form, signing up for a landing page, and they're generally interested in your product. Okay? These people are not necessarily ready to buy anything. So the next segment that we have is the SQLs, which are the sales qualified leads. This means people have reached out and touched them. They have an interest in buying the product or an interest in learning more about the product. Now in our particular business, in this example, about 100 of our 1,000 actually made it to that stage. So there's some fall off, and that's pretty normal for any type of sales or marketing organization. Then the very last part of this funnel is those which become opportunities. And those opportunities represent 10. So you can see there's a pretty significant fall off, 90% for each layer. And this is pretty common. Now, each section has its own stack of technology that's already associated with it, except this one. We'll get into that in a second. So for our marketing qualified leads, for closed loop attribution, we have companies like HubSpot and Marketo, Pardot, and several other up-and-coming services. What they do is they use JavaScript tracking tools to keep track of everyone who's visiting their site or signing up for their particular product, whether it be blog, trial sign up, and it closes the loop on attribution. And this passes off that data, whether they came from Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn, to the salespeople so that they have a little bit more information instead of shooting in the dark. So this section is managed by the big bad world of CRM. You've got Salesforce, Base, Sugar, and whatever other CRM you might possibly use. And really what the point of the CRM is to keep track of all of the client activity, the interaction with a potential lead. I shouldn't say client. So we have a group of leads that have been passed from marketing to CRM, and now we're trying to move those people into the opportunity stage. CRM, Salesforce-based, Sugar, all very awesome at keeping track of activity records and at all the finite levels of communication back and forth between the salespeople and the potential client. So this is where Opptify comes in. Right now, in your CRM, in your Salesforce, you have this section called Opportunities. I'm just going to call it off for short. And you probably have something like this. You have a drop-down box with percentage. So you're going to mark a percentage here. You have a drop-down box. You've got 10%, 20%, 30%. And as the month begins, I'll show you a little cute little graph. As the month starts, everybody is freaking out because, well, there's not a lot of stuff in the pipeline. Sales managers are looking at the pipeline and they're wondering, why are we so low? And we'll say this is your MRR here, right? Why are we only at 10,000? Okay, then we get midway through the month, about the 15th, and the email goes out. VP of Sales says, hey guys, can you please update your pipelines? We need to forecast for investors, for spending money on the next quarter, for spending money for the next 6 months, for hiring people, etc. And then we get our first little response from our salespeople, which is a jump. They say, oh, we're at 20K now. Great, great. So what they've done is they've come in and they've updated these percentages. And as you get further into the month, there's more volatility. It might spec down. And then very close to the end of the month, everybody's either forecasting down or way up. And this is what Opptify is all about. It's about identifying the volatility using data instead of using a simple drop-down methodology that's based on somebody's opinion. Now, within these particular percentage stages, you're going to have things like your company system. Marking it at 50% means that they've read the MSA and they've done this act and they've done that act. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but that doesn't tell us about the interaction with the opportunity. And tracking the interaction within the opportunity without activities but with actual measurable data will allow people like sales managers, VPs of sales, and anyone else who might be able to help a sales rep come in and close the loop on those particular sales. So what we're doing with Opptify is we're building data algorithms based on salespeople to reduce volatility and make it easier to close deals. That's Opptify in a nutshell.